What's up, chaotic gamers? In this video today, I'm going to not only open a little collection of sorts, but I'm also going to talk about some things about the future of chaotic and what I think is really important for it. So, I bought this for relatively cheap actually, like a, a lot cheaper than I would say it should have been. And I'm gonna open this up today, and like I said, while I'm doing that, I'll talk some bit about chaotic. The two things I want to talk about today is, well, the first subject is a little easier, a little lighter, and the second one is a little more important for chaotic's future. The first one kind of fits in with this opening. It's about different languages for the chaotic TCG. The Chaotic TCG originally came out in English, obviously, but it also had a German and French version. The French version got up to the first set, Dawn of Perun, and the German version actually got up to the third? Well, at least that's what we think. It definitely got up to Zenith of the Hive, and you'll see a plethora of Silent Sands German cards, but I've never actually seen German Silent Sands packs. So that's actually very interesting and a topic I'm gonna be covering in another video. And well, this is cool and all. There was actually a secret, unprinted, unready Italian Dawn of Perun set that they were gonna come out with, but of course, due to the 2008 recession, that never happened. What I think Chaotic needs for the future, if it does decide to return, is a few more languages, at the very least. I mean, now I don't expect any Turkish Chaotic cards or something, but I do think that there should at least be Spanish. I've looked around, and especially in the Discord, there are a lot of Spanish Chaotic fans. Like, actually, a lot of them. A lot more than German ones. And Brazilians too. I've heard from a few people that it was kind of popular there, though I can't know. I'm not Brazilian. But they pretty much got nothing, which I think is really sad. And I think if Chaotic were to return, they need more languages. I'm not expecting, like I said, not too many languages, but I think there should be, at the very least, stuff like English, German's fine, French was fine, maybe Spanish, Italian, they should complete Italian, and maybe some other languages too. That would be cool. Maybe Japanese. I don't know. Chaotic could be the first TCG to produce in English and then export to Japan. That would be interesting. Uh, though I also think they should better the print quality. If you guys don't know, German cards have horrible print errors. Like, I almost have a master set of Zenith of the Hive, and from what I've researched, almost 1/5 of the card list has a print error. This could be something minor, but there are a few cards that are completely changed. Video coming up on that too. I want to make an in-depth dive about all the German print errors. The reason I brought that topic up is because these are actually French Chaotic cards. And this is actually the first time I'm opening French Chaotic cards. I mean, this is the first time I'm opening Chaotic cards in another language that isn't German. I've never opened English Chaotic cards. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. Oh, it's nicely packed up. That's interesting. And don't mind the gloves. My hands are just really dry. This pack opening won't be too interesting, if I'm gonna be honest. It's more about what I want to talk about, the future of Chaotic. No, or talking about the future of Chaotic. But I still wanted to incorporate a little opening for this video. And well, I'm gonna be honest, there isn't anything too interesting. I'd still like to go over these French cards. And also, I guess there is one or two cards that are pretty cool. Nothing too crazy, but I'm sure you'll like them. The next topic will be, well, I'll get into that in a bit. Let's go with this one. This one looks nice. Okay, let's keep that one for now. The codes I won't hide, but yeah. We've got stuff like, wait, can you see this? Yeah, you guys can. We got stuff like, I don't know French. I picked Latin, biggest regret of my life. So I can't. Forêt de la vie. Whoa. Bassin des chutes de Kodak. I'm sorry for anyone who knows French watching this. What I wanted to talk about is, this is a bigger topic. What even is that? I don't know. This is a bigger topic for the actual Chaotic fans. Look, I know everyone is excited for Fire and Stone, and you have to believe me when I say this. I am so excited for Fire and Stone, Storm and Sea, Elemental Emperors, and all that stuff. I will be so happy the day Thebsar, Dragons, Azil, Malvadine, even Tassanil the High Mage come out. I think the lore will be awesome, the cards will be great, and I'm just really excited for that. But I've been thinking lately, and I think this isn't the... What's that? This... Huh? Excuse me, I don't know what that is. Oh, I think someone just drew on it? Is that ink? I don't know. Oh, Mount Pillar, that's nice. Esiam, so I'm guessing Esiam means hive. Interesting. Did you guys see that? Sorry, this is the first time using a camera, so excuse me. Anyway. I've been thinking, and I don't think... I know a lot of people want, when Chaotic returns, to just immediately continue with the last set, print Fire and Stone, and then print the rest, and maybe make a holiday for the first set. And I've even heard Brian Gannon say that he wants to do something like that. I don't agree with that. Ooh, we're getting to the attacks. Frappe Ténébreuse. Anyway, we have to think of it long term. I know it's really exciting and stuff. You want to see the new cards. The old cards are meh to you guys. To me too. I've been a Chaotic fan for years, almost a decade. So I agree. But in the end of the day, if you want Chaotic to survive, hey, that's Maxor, we have to think about the new players. How many people actually care about Chaotic now? If we take into consideration the Facebook groups, the Reddit, the Discords, and what else is there? I think that's it. There is some interlooping or overlapping between them, and there are some people with multiple accounts. Oop, nice card, I'm gonna save that. But that's still only like, what, 15, 20,000 people? Honestly, that's a lot of people. 15, 20,000 people, that's a crazy amount of people. But think about it. When Chaotic returns, what do you think is more valuable for the revival? Satisfying 15 to 20,000 OG fans is of course important, but what about the new fans experiencing things like this? Castle Bodrian, Château Bodrahan. I'm gonna sleep that up, don't worry. Where was I? I forgot. Yeah, the new people... Oh, another Mount Pillar. It's a way to kill your card game. Imagine you're a new player. You don't want to watch the first season with that flash animation. I mean, I liked it, but I'm sure most people don't. And while the second and third season's animations were better, they're still not comparable. They're kind of outdated, to be honest. And you don't want to pick up Max Zorin Kira for 100 euros. And sure, some people just say, yeah, do a reprint. But really, you're getting into a card game and what you get is a reprint? No, that's not what you want. That's not what you should get. I want Chaotic to be as successful as possible, which means even though I would have liked to get the new cards, I can wait a little bit longer. Begin from the first set. Begin from Dawn of Perun, is what I say. Chaotic, as great of a card game as it is a bit lackluster in a few parts. First of all, Dawn of Perun, if you think about it, was not that good of a set. I mean, the abilities kind of sucked. I'm sorry, bro, but Bodil having support 5 wisdom. Whoa, you're getting 25 more wisdom. Ooh, these are the good ones. These are the creatures and stuff. That's not really good gameplay. They could fix that. They could use new creatures, replace some old ones, or they could, for example, have new art, new updated abilities, maybe some balancing mechanics. They could fix all the problems Chaotic had. Larina. And I've already checked most of these cards. I believe there is nothing that is like max 3 or 4 max or something like that. You could fix so much. Let's say chieftains. If you may not know this, but chieftains weren't actually supposed to be like this. The game designers, as far as I understand, didn't want chieftains to work the way they currently do. Orb of Foresight. Orbe de Prescience. Cool. They could fix that. Something like Fluid Morphers. I know Fluid Morphers are kind of controversial, and I have to agree. Were they a good idea? I mean, they're a cool idea, but they could have been better. I mean, there's a reason that they were sacked after like 2 or 3 sets. When were Fluid Morphers released? You see that because in Alliances Unraveled, creatures like Fluid Morphers like Mokdean or Falmaken have other ways to use Music or something like that. Mokdean by expanding water, and Falmaken by being able to instantly use Music without the cost. Cannon Ravagoya. It feels, are these cards different or is it because of the gloves? Frafto. You know I have a 4.95 max Frafto? 5 points off, I believe, wisdom. Yes, wisdom. His worst stat. It was 50 instead of 55. Man, I wish I had a 5 max, but it'll come someday. Or it might not, who knows. Where was I? Oh yeah, they changed it. They could fix stuff. They could fix Samul. They have to fix Malvadine Herald. I mean, he's not released yet, so it doesn't matter. They could fix all the broken cards. They could make the game more healthier, and it'll attract more people. Donmar. That guy's cool. I always thought that Donmar's art was a little crazy. I mean, look at this guy. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's kind of like a guy sacrificing himself or something, or like his life energy getting sucked out. I can't tell, but I found it kind of scary. Like I said, I, just as an ex-Chaotic fan, want the new cards. I think he spilled some spaghetti or something on these cards. That's no problem. Scythia and Crack. But sometimes you have to think about the future of Chaotic. And it would be much more healthier if it's restarted. They could also change some of the lore, some of the... I think there was a few inconsistencies with the show. They could change all that. Chant de Prescience. What does I feel like a lot of cards and was CMs or something. Whoops. Anyway, I guess that was pretty much my rant about what I think the future of Chaotic should be. Restart from new. A new Band-Aid, a new seal, a new chance. I love Chaotic. I really do. It's been a big part of my life for years. And I think it would be unfair if new players had to... Oi, Ario. If new players had to go through loops to understand the lore, to get the old cards, stuff like that. I think they should release a different Dawn of Harem. Combine the first 3 sets, Silent Sands, the Danian one, Zenith of the Hive, and Dawn of Harem. Ario. Invisibilité, Percée 15. Ooh, Chant d'Esperite. I think that could be a good idea. You could combine, or you could keep the first set as is and combine the second and third. Yeah, I think you should combine the second and third set, because then I don't expect there to be the exact same cards. This guy is completely ripped, I think. Poor Dractyl, right? That's a Dractyl. I don't expect that, but that still would be like, I would guess, around a 200 card set, and Dawn of Harem also being 200. Then honestly, they could probably combine Beyond the Doors and Rise of the Oligarch. Yeah, they could. Then they could perhaps combine Turn of the Tide and Forged Unity. And they could also, well, no, there's no need to combine Alliances Unraveled. And then we'd probably get Chaotic in, like, I mean, the Chaotic we were waiting for in like 2 years. Yeah, I guess that's not too viable, but it's still something to think about. I think it's quite interesting. Also, we're kind of coming to the end of this video, but I wanted to ask you guys some questions about the videos you want to see in this channel. I'm going to, like I said, I'm gonna make a video on German Silent Sands packs, number 1. I'm gonna make a video on the mistakes in German Zenith of the Hive, number 2. I'm gonna want to make some videos on archetypes, is what I wanted to say. Not stuff like Overworld, Underworld, stuff like War Beasts, Graveyard Danian, Mandiblore Danian, but also some niche stuff like Corrals. I am definitely going to make a video on the Corrals archetype. Perhaps Fluid Morpher, perhaps Brainwashed, I don't know, that feels like... Oh yeah, I wanted to also make a video on the expand abilities of creatures and how I think it's going to go in the future. So that's some videos I want to make. I'm also currently in the Rewind tournament, so I'd also maybe make like a short 15-minute video if I do make it to the final. That would be nice. And yeah, I guess this is the end of this video, and I'm really happy if you came all the way watched this the whole way through. It's kind of my first time doing this, but hopefully I'll be able to, I don't know, bring excitement into the community. And there it is, the ultra rare. It's not the craziest ultra rare, like I said. In fact, it's barely a couple of bucks probably, but it's actually one that I didn't have. It looks in clean condition too. As clean as Chaotic cards can get. It's got a few chips here. I'm definitely gonna sleeve this up right after this video. And also, this is, if you guys didn't know, this is actually Tank of Toblerone. So that's pretty cool. Rugimense, ultra rare. Oh, last thing, I also want to make a video about my hunt for completing my Zenith of the Hive Master set. So If you guys want any of those videos I just talked about, then please like comment them and say, yeah, I would like to hear that, or I would like to watch that, and I'll probably do it. Well, bye bye.